Good evening, Toastmasters. My job today is to compile my life's journey in a way that when I end this speech, you know me. I literally had to go through my phone's gallery, photo album, and not to mention my Snapchat memories to recount all the things worth sharing. And I can definitely conclude that not all of my Snapchat is worth sharing. My story is like a fairy tale. Sadly, like most fairy tales, it starts with a curse. The curse that I stepped foot on April 2nd, 2002. I was unaware of this fact in my childhood, but with each passing year, I was bombarded with these unvarying poker-faced replies. From "you're joking, right? Don't try to make us April Fool by inviting us to your birthday parties." These replies infuriated me. But keeping my eyes on the prize, I did spend my precious time convincing my friends. This was my first lesson in the power of convincing. As an active student, I always used to take part in those annual function plays. Not that I ever got a reputed role. I remember my friends getting to play the role of Cinderella, Ginny, Prince Charming, and whatnot. And all the tall ones like us used to get the role of a tree or a pole. We were supposed to hide behind the protagonist for 40 seconds and exit the stage. Yes, that was all. 40 seconds. I can't figure out why were these trees made to exit the stage anyway. I mean, what it is, live deforestation. And I'm no expert in playing roles. Pun not intended. But how do I act like a pole? Once it so happened, my friend and I got a role of a horse in a story of Aladdin and 40 Thieves. We had the most important part to carry the gold bags from the mine. The discouraging part is that our role was not even of 40 seconds, and moreover, our parents were the first one to grab the front seat, not caring about how trivial our role was. Now, to showcase our maximum creativity, we decided to improvise our roles. Instead of carrying the gold bags to the destination, we ran towards our parents. The kid playing the role of Ali Baba ran after us, and the teacher who coordinated the entire play ran after all three of us. Too much fun, I'm telling you. After the event ended, all our classmates witnessed an entertaining show of me and my friend being scolded by our teacher. Not to forget, we were the protagonists this time. As far as I remember, whenever I've pulled off something weird, it has given me a new friend. In my sixth grade, we were a group of 4 friends. The happy coincidence is that most of you know one of them. He is none other than Toastmaster Prakhar. His house was our major spot for playing hide and seek all day. He, being the tallest one of all, would always come up with places for us to hide. And he, being the, let us say, the largest of all, was always the first person to get caught. My Instagram bio tells you that I'm an introvert at first sight. Initially, I prefer to communicate with my smile and with my eyes. So if you ever catch me giving you that slight blush with the perfect amount of eye contact, don't think that I'm trying to hit on you. I want you to pass the bowl of rice. In my 10th standard, I was always the notorious girl counseling my friends that it was okay to fail in pre-boards. I told them, see it as an achievement. You just made a memory which the rest of us couldn't make. Besides this, on a serious note, I was also known as the self-employed yet unprofessional therapist and the guru of our class. This was something that skyrocketed my confidence. People used to come to me with their problems and hailed me as their guru. Now that's when I realized that in a country like India, it isn't hard to be a guru. I mean, just look at me. I was one at the marriage of 16. Now that we entered the age where a lot of hormonal changes takes place, which urges us to find the love of our life, so there has to be someone who could give them the expert advice and a shoulder to cry on after the end of their forever. Jokes apart, I resigned from this job in my 11th standard because somewhere I realized that I was being over-available to everyone. I told myself that, Vanshika, please stay away from boys, you are already taken. Sadly, they meant taken for granted. Also, there were a lot of things going on in my life simultaneously, but being a professional overthinker, I did never approach anyone because I did not want someone else's sympathy. I started introspecting myself and questioned myself multiple times. I asked myself, do you feel safe telling them what's going on in your life? Do you trust them enough? Do you think they will help you come out of it? In all possibilities, the answer to each question was almost a no. And that's where I discovered that quality is much better than quantity. I told myself that you don't need to be surrounded by a bunch of people who would only come to you when they need you. I realized the importance of my time and the power of saying no. Talking about my career, I did not want to be an engineer. I remember breaking up with biology, history and geography in my secondary school, so this was the only option I had. No regrets on that though. Being from a family of businessmen, I am more inclined towards doing something of my own, not having a very clear view on what that may be. My father, being a businessman, has always told me how important it is to work under a boss to be the boss. So if you ask me about my future plans after 4 years, yes, I'll probably be oscillating around that 9 to 5 job for some years. This was all about me. This is what has become of Vanshika till today, and I hope you get to see what will become of me in the next 3 years. Till then, just hold on. And did I tell you I vibe to this song? Thank you.